What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Fletch here again, another video. Today's video will be a how-to video. I'll be doing a timing belt and water pump kit on an Acura MDX. I believe it's a 2014. I'm not sure what the year. I'm about to check right now, but I'm about to go jump in the car. Keys right here, and then I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how to do this on your own. The first thing you want to do, you're going to remove this because you have to get to the radiator cap to add the coolant in. Remove this cover, it's just held on by some grommets. Timing cover is held in by 10mm bolts. We're going to be removing this motor mount, and I don't think on this generation I have to remove the belt tensioner. But when I get there, we'll see. So, first things first, want to jack up the car, or in my case, put it on the lift. It's easier to take off the two front wheels, but I'm just gonna remove this wheel. Removing this wheel because you have to remove the drive belt and the clip to get off the lower timing. Also, you don't have to, but you could. You could drain the coolant. I don't, personally. I just put a coolant bucket underneath, like where the water pump is, when I take it off, and it just pisses out. That's the. You're gonna have to peel back the splash shield. There's two clips there. Clip down here and a screw, and I just pull it out of the way and bungee cord it like that. And oil pump is leaking too. I had to tell him that, but yeah, its tensioner is leaking too. That's probably why it's knocking. I'm doing the timing belt because it's T-belt tensioner is slapping. It doesn't look like you have to take off this tensioner, but if you do, it's not much to take off. So let's drop it down, undo the top timing cover, and then put it on TDC. So unbolt your battery, remove the plastic shield. You have to remove this as well from the airbox, because we're gonna have, let me show you what's going on. We're gonna have to unbolt this ECU because it's gonna be in the way of taking off that motor mount bracket. So let's undo the battery so you don't fry anything. So there you go, the ECU is unplugged. I like to leave it in the car just so nothing happens to it. It smells nice in there. It smells like heaven. So the plugs, I should have showed you guys how to unplug them. So basically it's like this, you squeeze this and you push the lever down all the way, see, and then it just pops up. And then this is a regular connector, and these two are just like that. Alright, so I'm taking the motor mount off first. So remove this ground, and then the drive belt tensioner right there. It's 19, 17. So the drive belt tensioner is a 17. So you're gonna just get a long wrench like this, and then you're gonna push forward. So when you push forward like that, you can go on ahead and take the drive belt off. So first start off by loosening, not all the way, just loosen the 17, and then you're gonna take off the two 14s right there, and then take the 17 all the way out. So once you have them off, you just pull the cover back like so, and just lift it up and out of there. Just probably put it down this way. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each upper cover. Alright, to put it on TDC, you're gonna need a long ratchet and a 19 on the crank. And there's, you see that arrow down there? Can you see it? That arrow down there? That's gonna line up with there's some dashed lines on the crank pulley. That's gonna line up with that. And that's how you know it's on top dead center on the bottom portion, and up here the one is right on that side. That will be facing up. There's a, I'm trying to show you guys. Right there. You see that dash mark right there? You're gonna line up one with that. So just spin the crank so that lines up. So, literally just turn it like this. Make sure it's on. So you can see the one, it's right there. There's a dash lined up with that. So that's how you know you're on TDC. So that one on. That one's on as well. I'll show you this one better. And you see that? The dash with that. And then the arrow back there. There's an arrow in front, arrow back there. The arrow back there is lined up with focus. Hold on. It's probably better if I put over here. Well, you can't see it, but there's an arrow down here as well, lined up with some marks on the crank pulley. Shoulder mount bracket bolts, they're 14s. There's one here, one there, and then I think one down there. I'm gonna crack those and then go down below, take the crank pulley off. You're gonna need this socket right here. You're gonna need this weighted socket to remove the crank pulley and your impact gun. Also, they're going with the Gates timing belt kit. This is the only kit I would recommend to go with if you do not go OEM. So the 19 is off with the weighted socket. Do not lose that Woodruff key. You will have, and don't forget to put that back in there either when you, I've seen people forget to put that back in and they'll start the car up without it. What it does, it keeps this locked in place. I've seen them start the car up without that shit and bro, bent all the fucking valves, man. Do not want to do that, so be careful when you take this off. Do not lose that Woodruff key. So what I like to do is this. Oh shit, that bitch is in there. That bitch is in there. So I just take it off and put it to the side next to the bolt. But that's the arrow I was talking about. So now I got the two. I gotta do this 14. The two top ones are out already, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolt 10s to take off the lower cover, and then once that's off, we're in heaven, boy. Alright guys, this belt is extremely loose. The tensioner is leaking. The tensioners leak out the fluid and they'll cause like a knocking noise. People would think the car is knocking, but it's not really knocking. Like, you can see how much. So, alright. Next, we're gonna want to undo the 210s on the tensioner, and then it's gonna loosen this, and you can slide the belt off. The new kit comes with all these components. Oh, crap. The new kit comes with all these pulleys, and once the belt's off, I'm gonna loosen up the 10s on the water pump and just let it drain underneath. So it's gonna be 210s on the tensioner that you loosen. The tensioner is off. This shit's beyond claps. Like, look, you should not be able to do this. You should not be able to do this with the tensioner. No good, guys. So just remove the belt now. Just like that, around the water pump. The belt's out. Alright, once the pulleys are off, like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s on the water pump when it comes out. Boy, his oil pump is really leaking bad, bro. God, I should probably upsell that for him too. That's another project right there. That's just leaking. Right, 10s are removed, so what I like to do, you see that gap right there? Stick a little flathead in there and just, see that? Separate it. And she start oozing out. There's dowel pins inside of the water pump. So you're gonna want to get some Scotch Brite and just clean up some brake clean. Just clean the mating surface real good. Brake clean all that down there. Of course, you don't want to put the fresh timing belt on wet pulleys. So yeah, just do a nice little cleanup job. So I'm gonna clean this up and then get the new gasket on the water pump and tighten that back up. So the new water pump should come with a gasket. Like I said, guys, if you're not doing a Honda OEM kit, go with this kit. This is the part number for MDX, 2013 MDX. Go with the Gates kit. It comes with a Gates tensioner. Do not get an AutoZone. I mean, the belt doesn't really matter. It's a Gates belt as well. But that's not what goes bad. This is the important part of the kit, is the tensioner. You guys get these cheap AutoZone kits. They come with cheap, crappy tensioners, and that's what goes bad. And as you see, his tensioner is bad. It's leaking. Water pump is on. Now this. Wanted us to put the bolts, get the 10 mils started in there. My hand, and I'm just gonna tighten these down with a 1/4-inch ratchet. I never make these crazy tight. You want it tight, of course, but you don't want it tight to the point like, don't use, I took them off with that. You can put it on with that if you got trigger control, you can put it on with that, but I don't recommend going full blast on it because these will break. They are only 10mm bolts. Like, next are these two. So we put this in, the bolt right here. That's the bolt right there, son. Oh, do not forget this. Don't forget to swap this over. Slide it in like butter. And that right there. You can reuse those, but I personally don't do that. Alright. Everything's nice and tight. Ready to go. I'm just gonna brake clean down there some more again and then route this belt. Alright guys, got it lined up. That arrow lines up with that arrow. Belts, you gotta literally like, so you start with the back sprocket and see how the crank pulley, like the sprockets have the grooves, so you have to get the belt into the groove, pull it tight enough around the water pump, see the tension on it, Gotta make sure you pull it tight enough and loop it. This is the hard one. You gotta loop it around. So you basically gotta slide it on. Let's see. And tensioner. So let me show you guys a trick. So this pin is extremely hard to pull. Well, not extremely hard, but it has some pretty decent. So you just go like this. Go like that. Flathead. And then just be able to pull this out now. Like that. It's out. And then just pull that out. And there we go. I'm about to put this motor mount bracket back in and then go down below and bolt up the timing cover. So snake it in over the water pump. Oh, the bolt's stuck. Make sure you put this back as well. Don't forget that. So just tighten all those 10s, put the crank pulley back on, and then we can just finish everything up top. Route the drive belt too, and then do the top covers, add coolant, start she up. I did an oil change too, so I gotta put oil in it. Alright guys, just time to put the ECU back, put oil in it, coolant. Take this off before I forget. Coolant in it. I use this funnel right here. Yo, make sure you tighten these too, because this is if you don't tighten this back, it won't ground correctly. And I've seen many cases people forget to tighten it back, because like we would like loosen these, not take them out all the way, but we would loosen them to do like valve adjustments here at Honda. And if you like forget to put it back, the car will start, but then when it like loses like the ground, the car shut off on you. So make sure these 310s are tight, because it is grounding. So that's tight. Tight. I've seen people forget to tighten these many times. Alright guys, hopefully that was a nice, helpful video for you. Comment, like, and subscribe, man. Let me know if you guys want to see future videos like this. Keep doing how-to videos for you. So comment, like, and subscribe, man. Turn that post notification down, and then we'll be 5K subscribers. Keep running it up. Peace.